Yo, what is up guys, and welcome. It's InfernoKun here with my top favorite moments, as well as a review of Batman The Telltale Series Episode 1, Realm of Shadows. So I haven't really done this ever since Life is Strange, but I felt like since Batman is one of Telltale, biggest releases ever since Tales from the Borderlands and Game of Thrones, in my opinion, I want to go ahead and review and convey my favorite scenes that were in the game. So let's go ahead and start with my favorite scenes, and then I'll get to my actual, review of the game. So let's go ahead and begin with number 3, which is pretty much Bruce Wayne and Harvey talking about the new Gotham mental health facility and getting rid of the Arkham Asylum. Now this moment was pretty much a big part because they're trying to, push away the asylum and bring in a new mental health facility dedicated to Thomas and Martha Wayne. Now, the best part of this scene was basically interacting with the press. We had, various press members as well as Vicky Vale asking these very hard questions that give Bruce's views on what they're talking about, actually, whether it be the Gotham mental facility, to Carmine actually walking into Bruce's manor, and even the bombshell that was the Waynes actually being in relation with Carmine Falcone. It was a huge point that actually ended off the episode and actually affected Bruce Wayne and the Wayne family name, whether they actually made their money legitimately or through Falcone. So pretty much this is my favorite Bruce Wayne scene. It set up some conflict that actually bled into the second part of him getting a warrant in his manner to go ahead and take files from Wayne Enterprises. It actually set up a bunch of conflict that actually happened later. So on to number 2, we have basically Falcone's club, where you're infiltrating the place as Batman and causing a hell of a lot of ruckus and getting to Falcone and pretty much taking him in or either impaling him to get your answers. It actually revealed a pretty big point, as I said, the Waynes actually working with Falcone. But in the midst of all this, it was a pretty awesome Batman scene. We got to plan our assault on the club by taking out all the thugs here and then getting to the big bad Falcone and going into a battle with him, which was a pretty awesome battle, and pretty much having the choice to impale him or either arrest him was pretty interesting as well, showing basically what kind of Batman you are, whether you deliver justice by the book or by your brutality. That was a pretty interesting little scene there that was awesome. And back to the other bombshell that dropped at the end of that scene was the picture of Thomas and Martha Wayne accompanied by Carmine Falcone. That was a big bombshell at the end of the episode that caused the most drama at the end. Now we go on to number 1, which you guys know is the battle between Catwoman and Batman. Now this battle was pretty intense due to the awesome QuickTime events that were taking place because they're pretty much skilled. Catwoman knows how to fight. She has her own fighting style, and she was pretty hard to beat as Batman. She has these various gadgets, her whip and claws and everything. It made for a pretty intense battle between Batman and Catwoman, and seeing her basically after going after these thugs, just seeing her there trying to steal was pretty interesting because Batman has pretty much never ran into Catwoman at this point, and it made for a pretty interesting battle. He didn't know what she was capable of, and she was putting up quite the fight, and it led to a great scene. The action was pretty cool and overall made for an awesome scene. So those are pretty much my favorite 3 scenes in episode 1. If you guys do have your own, go ahead and comment down below which ones those are. I'll be happy to see which ones you guys think, because I like the Batman scenes and the Bruce Wayne scenes. They were pretty awesome and were equally split in the episode. So let's go ahead and get to my quick review on episode 1 and how they actually went through in the episode. So of course you begin, overall I'm gonna say right now, the episode was pretty great. Like probably one of my favorite Telltale premiere episodes ever since Tales from the Borderlands episode 1. It felt like it was paced very well, had a great equal split between Bruce Wayne and Batman, and of course scenes as Bruce Wayne and Batman felt completely different and awesome in between. But as of right now, I feel like the premise of Bruce Wayne and Batman actually felt like it flowed greatly together, kind of like having 2 playable characters. They both have equal screen time and they both had awesome scenes as well. The flow and pacing of the episode actually was really good as well. Nothing went too fast, nothing went too slow. It was never a dull and boring moment. You're either always learning or doing something that increases the engagement into the story that made it really well. Now let's go ahead and move on to the the combat, I want to circle around to the story in a second, but the combat was pretty much a pretty refreshing upgrade to their usual QTE or point and click style combat. You have these combos that, go up and press a button and do various things. It always felt like it was fun to, pull off moves and do various Batman special moves that made it a lot fun to do QTE battles and stuff like that. It's still QTE, but it was a lot of fun to basically simulate, Batman doing all this, butt kicking into these controls. In that aspect, it was fun. They have a new linking method as well, where you link, crime scenes together. That was a pretty good, simple puzzle, but still puzzle-esque thing that was, very appreciated, and I did like doing it. And they also done various things like the whole Predator style combat, where you just, plan out your attack on a certain area by linking things, and that was very fun as well. So gameplay wise and combat wise, it was really refreshing and really awesome. Now let's go ahead and move on to basically the story and choices. I'm gonna go ahead and group those two together because they're pretty much the same. You make choices in the story that affect it. So the choices actually felt like they were pretty hard and pretty refreshing. I say refreshing a lot, but they were actually really, really good. Whether you choose to shake Falcone's hand, or either, not let Harvey stay in the private meeting, or maybe even just staying after an interrogation to go ahead and talk to Gordon and Renee, it feels like something's gonna happen differently that you didn't do, and stuff can just play out the way you want it to. Now, I feel like the choices as of right now, whether you be a brutal bad, pretty much in my Let's Play, I played the whole, I was merciful, I didn't break anybody's arm, I didn't, impale Falcone, but I felt like the GCPD, or at least Renee and her officers, didn't still trust me. At the end, they were like, oh, only one more to take down now, and it felt like whether you be a good little Batman didn't really matter as of right now, but I feel like it could matter in the future because Gordon was there. He was obviously on my side, so that could be a sign that makes it really good. So yeah, that's my opinion on the choices. That pretty much wraps up my review. The story is going in a great direction. I'm liking it so far. It is going really, really great, and I can point out a few gripes that I have with the game in general. The menu doesn't have the save game option like right there. It has it under the like options menu or extras menu for some reason. Not sure why. It makes it a bit confusing, but that's a small gripe. But anyways, next we have is the black bars. I do not like them. It's probably just me problem. I do not like cinematic black bars because I feel like it just blocks at least 20% of the screen, and yeah, it makes it more cinematic and more like a movie, but I don't really like them in my personal opinion. But also the optimization on PC is complete trash, or at least not very good as it could be. For what people are saying, they aren't really running the game how they should be. Even on some beastly PCs, they aren't running as good as, other games. So not sure what's happening, new engine or not, that shouldn't really be a major issue. They said they're going to be optimizing the game in one of their videos, but that doesn't seem to be true at the moment. So those are my small gripes with the game. Those can be fixed, obviously, but whether or not they are is up to Telltale. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this little review and, my favorite parts of the episode, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And if you guys want to see more of these for more episodes, go ahead and show me by thumbsing up the video and all that jazz. Go ahead and subscribe if you guys have not already for more Batman content on the channel, and I will catch you guys next time on Batman. I'm out.